I feel like this is the Johnny Carson show. We just got a walk-in star. This was not on our record for the week. We have Jamie Katz, who is General Counsel, Senior Vice President at Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center. Welcome.
How you doing?
Good,
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on.
So what does the General Counsel for Beth Israel Deaconess do?
A little bit of everything. We, as you know, or some of your listeners will not know, we're a teaching hospital in Boston. We are a tertiary quaternary hospital, so we get the most complicated, most difficult cases, but we're also a community hospital for the people in the area. So we do lots of births, we do lots of ambulatory work. We have people coming in all day, get things repaired and fixed, and so we handle pretty much anything that you can do, from transplants down to broken ankles and everything else. So the good news is that we've been around a long time. We've added some community hospitals to our network. We have wonderful researchers. We have wonderful educators, great doctors, and we're part of Harvard as well. So we like to call ourselves Harvard with a heart.
You know, it's interesting. When years ago, I was telling you before the show that both my kids were born at Beth Israel. You had to go downtown to Beth Israel, and now, as you say, you have the community hospital. So it's interesting how the healthcare profession is coming to you.
Well, if you look at what you're going to see in the future, you're going to see smaller hospitals. You're going to see hospitals shrinking in size, while the ambulatory settings, we have a new place that opened up in Chestnut Hill. We have offices in Lexington and Chelsea. And
I sort of see it like an old-fashioned wheel with the center of the hub and with the spokes of the wheel, but I also see it as a business strategy for sustainability for a hospital, not just marketability.
Absolutely,
Both.
absolutely. Everybody wants high-quality care at lower cost, and where the cost the highest, well, they're going to be in a hospital. So we need to get to the hospital only those cases that are serious and needed to be treated in the hospital, while everything else gets to the right setting, and that's what we're doing. We're trying to move to the community hospitals the kinds of cases that should be there in the lower cost settings, and bring into our hospital the higher cost, clinically complex, extensive kinds of work.
We talked about it before the show, I mean, obviously your path, but along your path, you were one of the original founders or connected to the Massachusetts, the Commonwealth Connector.
Correct.
So figuring out ways for people to get health care way before Obamacare came in.
Yeah, I was the first lawyer in the door, one of the first group in at the Massachusetts Health Connector, which was in fact the first entity to do healthcare reform in the country. So that was 2006. We were building, flying, and designing the airplane even as it took off from the ground. So it was we were an entrepreneurial state organization, and it was a pretty wild and crazy time.
So did Obamacare affect what you built here in Massachusetts? Did it deconstruct what you did at all?
It didn't. It changed what we had built. Yes, we had to adapt what we had built to conform to the new federal laws, and that's a whole other story about why our website failed when Obamacare came along. The website worked beautifully for 8 years or so, and we were the first in the country to be able to give somebody real-time comparison. You could go on and get quotes from 2 or 3 different health insurance plans tailored for you. We were the first to do that. We were like the Amazon or the Orbitz of healthcare, and it was a great product. But for a variety of reasons, when we went to the Obamacare rollout, things fell apart.
Now, Jamie, you've been doing this just for a few years now. How do you find this in terms of your present job, how do you find this compares to in terms of your last few jobs, where again, one where I believe you're a chief compliance officer, and one obviously with the Commonwealth Connector.
The wonderful part of the job for me is just the complexity and range of the things that I do. A modern hospital like mine, which is also a research and teaching hospital, has an amazing array of issues that arise. Very complicated, very interesting. We have remarkably talented people. We have remarkably competent scientists, and they're always pushing the limits. And what that means is they're pushing the limits in their research. They're pushing the limits in how we change the way we deliver care. but when you push the limits, you get legal problems. And so for me, it's every day is a new day, and every day is a new problem. So for me, it's a lot of fun.